Hi the team, in this video I will explain why some women are unfaithful and why men are unfortunately very often responsible for it. And if I can talk to you about this subject, it is because I have met many of these women in couples. To begin with, the most common factor of deception comes from a lack of sexual performance. This is the issue I heard most often. Problem number 1, the man doesn't fuck well. When a woman has a partner with a low level of performance, who fingers and fucks badly without paying attention to her, we know in advance that there will be a huge deception at some point. So, I strongly advise men who are aware of technical gaps to fill them to ensure that they provide pleasure to their partners at all levels. This will prevent the moment she will need to satisfy herself, obtaining pleasure elsewhere. Problem number 2, lack of endurance. This applies to early ejaculators, as well as guys who do not fuck more than 10 minutes. If the man is as fast as the trailer, understand that the woman is not going to be sexually fulfilled. If it has to stop every time during the warm-up phase, there will be dissatisfaction and frustration, and the chances of infidelity increase enormously. So, I advise the men to keep their wives loyal, working on their endurance so that their partners are satisfied with the fucking time. Problem number 3, decrease the frequency of sexual relations. We can find men who fuck their wives less and less, years after years. As a result, these women are forced to get other guys to fuck with them. So, I advise men to neglect their wives' desires and to honor them. Problem number 4, the mother family effect. Another factor of infidelity is the men who no longer touch their wives because they no longer see them as women with desires, but as mothers. The fatal mistake. Once again, these women are forced to go elsewhere to maintain active sexuality. Hence, a reminder for men. Mother or not mother, a woman remains a woman and she has desires. So, here too, you must honor it. Problem number 5, micropenis and small dicks. When the dick is sometimes too small, women can have very little or no sensation. Therefore, even if they love their partner and want to stay with them, they will see other partners just to keep their sexuality satisfying. I will admit that I have no solution to propose. But here's the thing, you still have to know that. Problem number 6, erectile dysfunction. When a woman wants to have sex and she is with someone who cannot get it up every time, the couple is also exposed to infidelity. From time to time, women are conciliatory with men who are looking for a solution. They are uncompromising and unfaithful if the man does not make any effort to correct it. So another advice for men to keep their wife, show that you are active in finding a solution even if it does not exist for you. Problem number 7, guys who are too soft or not dynamic enough. Another disaster linked to women's infidelity is men who fuck too romantic, too quietly, or who are not dynamic enough. Their wives are bored and they cheat on them enormously. As a friendly reminder, a woman is loyal if you make her sweet from time to time. Hence, she feels your ardor and your strength. Without it, she doesn't feel that a man is fucking her. Now, we are done with the sex part, so we will move on to the other infidelity factors. We will start with the attraction of money. Women in couples sometimes become unfaithful when they meet men who have lots of money, notoriety, or important social connection. They use their charms and have relationships to get more money, a social or professional springboard, etc. Nevertheless, I do not blame too much the men who are deceived in this context, because when you choose a woman to live with, you have to filter from the beginning the venal woman from those who are not. So please be selective before you even start a relationship with a woman. Another factor of infidelity is chaotic relationships. When a couple encounters relationship problems, it is a very risky time because many women cheat on their partners either to seek comfort where they no longer have it at home or for revenge. Another advice for men, when there is a problem, you need to behave like a man. Fix it quickly. Women hate men who leave problems behind, who run away from them and completely ignore them without solving anything. Another source of infidelity is an inappropriate behavior. Once again, there are many men who are responsible for their spouse's infidelity because they adopt immature behavior with too many childish activities, or because they are too home-based, or because they are subject to addictions, to sports, television, video games, alcohols, drugs, etc. When these women find a man more detached from all these entertainments and more adventurous, there is guaranteed infidelity. So another advice for men: balance your hobbies with more glorifying tasks that require strength and intellect. It will prevent your partner from going elsewhere. Another factor of infidelity is long-distance relationships. Sometimes a man and a woman have to travel for several months or years because of work. Although they love each other, women and men are subject to sexual impulses, and long absences very often give, on both sides, adventures where the objective is only to compensate for a sexual lack. I don't have a solution to propose here either, but you have to know that. Let's move on to the communication problem. When a woman takes the time to communicate in order to improve your relationship by raising a problem, listen to her and look for a solution. Even if it may be unpleasant to her at the time, you have to accept the fact that there is a problem. Be aware that many women have warned their partners of the presence of problems in the couple, and they cheat on them because they turned a deaf ear. So don't ignore a woman who tells you that something is wrong within your relationship. Find a solution and you won't have an infidelity problem. To conclude, we often point out the person who has broken the marital duties, but we must understand that infidelity is only a consequence of a problem that occurs beforehand in the couple. And when the woman goes elsewhere, it is very often because the spouse has an inappropriate attitude. For men who have been confronted with infidelity, I advise you to put your ego aside. Stay with your wife and improve. By correcting your flaws, you will already regain self-confidence, but also find that your relationship will be much better and stronger than before. On the other hand, if you decide to stop your relationship and start with another wife while keeping your faults, you would continually be exposed to deception. That's it, the video is coming to an end. I hope it helped men to better understand women, and that it will assist you to maintain a strong relationship with your partner. As usual, if you found my video interesting and informative, put a blue thumb. For the new ones, subscribe to my channel, and welcome to the Body Expert team.